Welcome back to my life on a GLP-1. I'm your host, Scott Johnson, and as always, I'm here with the brilliant Sarah.
Happy to be here, Scott.
Today, we're diving into a topic that is, well, a little moist. Yes, I said that dreaded word, moist. But for this episode, we're talking about sweating. Specifically, the wild and unpredictable ways our bodies decide to manage heat once we're on these medications.
It's one of those side effects nobody really wants to talk about, but almost everyone experiences in some form. It's not just you, I promise.
Right? I have this crystal clear memory from last summer. I'm in the grocery store, reaching for a bag of spinach I know is destined to become a science experiment in my fridge, and I realize I'm completely dry, not a drop of sweat.
hmm Okay, why is that unusual?
A year before, I would have been a walking sprinkler system. But there I was, cool as a cucumber. I felt like I'd unlocked some secret level of adulthood. Then, of course, I got back to my car, which had been baking in the sun.
Oh no, I know where this is going.
Instant human waterfall. So, yeah, the GLP-1 sweat saga is a real thing. It's not that sweating stops, it just changes the rules.
That's the perfect illustration of it. And the short answer to whether GLP-1s change how you sweat is a definitive yes.
These medications do so much more than just suppress appetite. They recalibrate your metabolism, shift your hormones, and that absolutely affects your body's cooling system.
Why do we tend to sweat less during the day on these meds?
Okay, so let's start with the good part. The part where I feel like a slightly upgraded human.
This is the fun science part. It really comes down to basic physics.
Right. When you carry less body mass, your body simply generates less heat during physical activity. Walking upstairs, carrying groceries, those things require less energy. Less energy expended means less heat generated, which means less sweat is needed to cool you down.
So your body is just more efficient?
Exactly. And there's a vascular component too. Fat tissue puts more demand on your cardiovascular system, making your heart work harder. As you lose weight, there's less strain on your heart.
Your whole system runs more efficiently, generating less heat. It's a direct physiological result of your body working better.
Honestly, that's one of the most life-changing parts. Not having to do the mental math of how badly will this shirt show sweat when you're getting dressed. It's a quiet freedom.
Right. But then there's the other side of the coin, which is often the one that causes the most confusion and worry, night sweats.
Oh, I know this one intimately. My first 3 months on Mounjaro, I should have bought stock in a laundry detergent company. I was genuinely unenthused about it.
And that's so common. It can be alarming, waking up soaked at 3 in the morning. But there's a very logical reason for it.
There sure is. When your body is losing fat at a significant rate, it's breaking down stored tissue for energy. That's a metabolic process, and it generates a lot of heat.
And the body's primary tool for getting rid of heat is
Sweat. Exactly. It's most noticeable at night because that's when your body is doing the bulk of its metabolic housekeeping. Plus, these drugs influence insulin and glucagon, and even minor blood sugar fluctuations can trigger that nervous system response. For most people, like you experienced, it normalizes as the rate of weight loss slows down.
okay, that makes sense. But what about the other weird situations? Like I've heard from people who say they sweat more right after their injection or when they eat spicy food now.
Yes, that's not random either. Post-injection sweating is often linked to the medication's direct effect on your nervous system. Remember, GLP-1 receptors aren't just in your gut, they're in your brain too. Activating them can cause autonomic responses like flushing and sweating for a few hours.
Ah, okay. So plan injection day accordingly. Got it.
And the sweating while eating, sometimes called gustatory sweating, can become more pronounced because your digestive system is changing. With slower gastric emptying, the nerve signals involved in digestion can kind of cross wires with those that activate sweat glands.
So my body isn't broken. It's just overly enthusiastic about digesting.
That's a great way to put it. And speaking of enthusiasm, we should probably touch on the composition of sweat itself. Some people notice that their sweat smells different during active weight loss.
You mean body odor? It's okay, we can say it. I mean, we recently did a topic about that stinky situation.
Yes, it's related to the same mechanism as the night sweats. When your body is burning fat for fuel, it produces byproducts like ketones, and some of those can be excreted through your sweat. It's just another sign your metabolism is doing exactly what you asked it to do.
So, if you're navigating all these changes, what can you actually do to make it more comfortable?
The most important thing is hydration. Your body is using a lot of fluid, and you have to replace it. It's crucial for managing all GLP-1 side effects, but especially this one. Second, think about your environment. Natural, breathable fiber clothing makes a huge difference. For night sweats, a cooler bedroom and moisture-wicking sheets can be a game changer for your sleep quality.
That sounds like practical, manageable advice.
It is. And of course, the big caveat. If any of this is genuinely bothering you, or if it feels extreme, talk to your doctor. Most of the time, it's just the medication doing its job, but it's always best to be sure. I think the bottom line here is that your body is doing something remarkable. It's reorganizing itself on a metabolic level. The fact that your sweating patterns change is just evidence of how profound this process really is.
Well said. The reduced daytime sweating is a wonderful quality of life gift. The night sweats are the less glamorous side of the same coin. Both are real, both are explainable, and for most people, both eventually find a new normal.
So if you're in that weird phase right now, just know your body is working. Give it time, buy some better sheets, and definitely drink your water.
The fact that sweating changes along with everything else is not a malfunction. It is evidence of how deeply this medication reaches into the biology of your body. Now, before we get to some final thoughts, I want to remind everyone to pop over to your website at mylifeonglp1.com where you can register your email for a monthly newsletter and update. We promise there will be no spamming from us. And you've hinted on a big announcement coming, Scott. Are you ready to share that yet?
Well, yes, and partly kind of sort of. But let me first wrap up this sweaty topic. The daytime sweating reduction that comes with carrying less weight is one of the underrated quality of life gifts of this journey. The night sweats and the weird post-injection moments are the less glamorous side of the same coin. Both are real, both are explainable, and both, for most people, find their way to a new normal that feels a lot better than where things started. Now, on to the exciting news. Our next episode is going to get into it in more detail, and we will drop that tomorrow. But let me tease you a bit. When we started this podcast, my website, and released my book, the response from this community floored me. People wrote to me from their cars during lunch breaks. They messaged me at midnight from their bathrooms. They told me they finally felt seen in an experience that, until then, they had been navigating completely alone. And many of you have progressed to losing a lot of weight. You told me that you were not done. More so, you told me that I wasn't done. I listened and observed and realized there was so much more to this story that I needed to say. So come back for the next episode and I will explain it all. Remember, you are not broken, you are not alone, and wherever you are on this journey, you are not done. Give yourself grace during the stinky times and always remember to love your journey. See you very soon.